Let's go. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. This is the last match preview of the season. It's the Europa League Final. Chance for the boys to get some silver. A chance for Ollie to get silver. You know, this kind of makes or breaks our season, because if we win this trophy, our season looks good. If we don't win this trophy, it swings the other way. I'm not going to say it looks ridiculously bad, but it looks pretty bad for me, you know. I think this is a chance for Ollie to get lots of the fans who are not on his side back on his side. And I think, you know, it's a chance for these players to get a winning mentality. You know, if they win this trophy, there surely is only a hunger to win more silverware. So, you know, we will be talking about the team, the tactics, the players, everything that's leading up to this game. So if you are new, do subscribe, do smash a like. But gentlemen, how are you all doing heading into this final?
I'm feeling mixed emotions. I'm feeling good to be in a final. You know, there's some teams out here are gonna end the season with nothing, Liverpool, and yeah, we have a chance to win silverware. You know, I hear that's what it's all about. You know, I've been told all season that top four is not a trophy, so I concede, and also a little anxious because I know my team, and this could go south. And yeah, so mixed emotions. And it is make or break. It really is. Because, oh gosh. You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. It is make or break because it's Villarreal, mate.
Okay, now can't you?
Sounds great.
But yeah, it's Villarreal. I don't know what else is going to say. Clearly, you want to speak until he comes back, I guess.
Yeah, it's just late. Us and finals.
Oh, we
This
haven't
is a
gotten
scary
too
time.
many finals under Ollie.
Exactly, this is a scary time now.
We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
we don't know. You know that meme.
Again.
It's like, I don't know. I haven't gotten this far. You know that famous meme. I don't know what to do because I haven't gotten this far. Yeah.
You're losing this.
No, I think it's just the lag coming back.
Yeah.
We will know he comes back when he's like, you know, he's back like that.
Yep. There you go.
Like that. But yeah, Clay, you want to just finish up?
Yeah, it's just Spanish teams and us don't mix well together, and I'm very, very, very scared, to say the least.
You know, to sum up my emotions, lots of myself is excited, but then lots of myself is also telling me don't get excited, because whenever I do get excited, this team knows how to let me down. You know, we said it so many times this season. United are more than capable of beating any team in the world, but they are also capable of losing to any team in the world. So that is tricky. You know,
Exactly.
it's a big game. You know, it's a big game. It'll either be remembered or it's going to be one that we wish we could forget. You know, so it's a lot riding on the line, and key decisions have to be made in this game, which we will get to. But yeah, you're going to say something, Malone?
I think your statement at the start of the show was perfect. You know, if we finish off the season with the Europa League, you know, we're top four in the bag considerably early, and progress will be the word of the season. But, you know, what's your excuse for losing to Villarreal? You need Sancho to beat Villarreal? Nah, that's just not going to fly, you know? There's no way us other fans could put pretty balls in this one. So, I'm scared for Ollie. I'm scared for Ollie.
Scared for what?
I like hearing
The question
Let's
is,
go.
though, I want to ask Malota, obviously, because I'm Ollie out, so it makes no sense asking me or Clay this question. But if you can hear me, if Ollie was to lose this Europa League final, where would you stand?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah?
Yep.
Simple. Get him out. It's as simple as that. Honestly, like,
Breaking point.
I want to say, maybe this, that, but how? You know, there's just no way forward after losing to Villarreal.
Exactly.
There isn't. So, Ole, you got us Champions League, but mate, clearly the job's just too big for you, and get him out of the club and get someone who knows what he's doing.
I was listening to Mark earlier today. I was watching his video on his preview, but he was saying that, what was he saying? Oh my god, I just forgot. I literally just forgot. Oh my god. Okay, no, I'm sure it'll come back to me. But yeah.
It's Villarreal, boys.
I can imagine Mark was saying, came up with some excuse to keep him in the job if we lose to Villarreal.
No, I just think that, you know, if we do lose to Villarreal, though, like, what happens? Like, what? Oh, that's what he said. Mark. That's what Mark said. He said two things could happen. One, Ollie's gonna win this this game. This team is gonna get a taste of silverware, and next season, all hoping that we get the right signings and stuff. Oli breaks the cycle, or Oli loses this game, and we're back at square one of the cycle. So either Oli's gonna break the cycle, or he's not gonna break the cycle. So, and a part of me does feel like he can break it. There is no real excuse not to break it, but
Yeah.
I've been scarred in my life. So
The sad thing is the board has already gotten what they want. So he might lose and still be in a job next season.
that's the thing. Yeah, I think Oli losing this game doesn't change anything. I think if he had to lose this final, he still has a job next season. They'll still give him whoever, and he'll stay in the job for an extra year. But I think that's when the pressure is probably more on, and that's I think where people like myself. If we lost in the final, touch wood, if we lose in the final, I don't know how I'll react. Obviously, I'm gonna be very upset, but then am I gonna be really surprised? I don't know if I'll be surprised, because I would guess the way we lose is because of the way we always lose or drop points. I don't think it's gonna be one of the scenarios where it's like, oh my god, we actually played well, we deserve to win. It's just we hit the crossbar 10 times and they scored one scrappy goal. I don't see that happening. So that's where I would be. So a lot riding on in this game, but I'm looking forward to it now. Yes. Yeah, you're gonna say something?
Since I having it today.
Okay. Well, until Malota comes back, I was gonna move on anyways, because just to give us some information about Villarreal, I'll put my hands up. I don't really watch them or anything, so it is what it is. But I was looking at Villarreal's last few fixtures in the La Liga, and
You guys to hear me?
yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Yeah. But I was just gonna say, looking, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'll just say what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I just think on a more positive note, I just realized that if we do win this, it'll be the first time since Sir Alex we've won a trophy and made top four in the same season. Because I can't think we'd back just doing that. Because if you think about it, Van Gaal won the FA Cup, but he finished fifth, and Mourinho won the Carabao Cup and the Europa League, but finished sixth. So it'll be the first time
I
since
think the
Fergie
Mourinho
we've done
season
this.
when you won Europa League, you finished second though.
Yeah.
No. Season after he finished second. People always make this mistake.
I'm gonna check.
I promise you.
Just because I want to.
Season after he finished second, and we lost to Chelsea in the FA Cup final, and he came on and said the better team lost the game, which was very ironic because Chelsea played defensive football, and Mourinho always plays defensive football. I remember it clearly. So I promise you, it's the first time since Sir Alex Ferguson. So for me, that screams progress, shouts progress, and that's a positive.
While Clay checks that out, let me give you some information about Villarreal. I don't know much about them, but I can tell you what they have been doing in La Liga. The last game to Real Madrid 2-1. It's Real Madrid, so it is what it is. They beat Sevilla 4-0, which is very impressive. The week before that, they beat, I'm not gonna pronounce the name, Valad something. They beat them 2-0. They lost to Celta Vigo, and then obviously the Arsenal thing happened. But they have been keeping some clean sheets, and also what I've seen is that evidently we all know Unai Emery, ex-manager of Arsenal, he likes playing a 4-4-2, which is, I don't know how I feel about that, but he plays a 4-4-2, and the players, from this team that we could recognize is Gerard
Big
Moreno.
thing about
Yeah.
Unai Emery is he's won a ridiculous amount of Europa League finals. This man is the first manager to win 3 in a row. You guys are forgetting this as well.
At the same
Maybe
time,
a different cup, but still.
he took 4 in the final. With
Yeah, you
Arsenal,
can take 4
so-
in the final. But again, this man has pedigree. And
No, he
he's
does.
very
He's got more
comfortable
pedigree
with it.
than Oli, for sure. He's got
Yeah.
more, in his managerial career, he's got more pedigree than Oli, but there's still no
From the
excuse.
Exactly.
From the perspective of a Barca fan, Villarreal are a decent team. They're always a threat here and there. So they're a team that can give you a game. And I don't know how Santi Cazorla is doing now, but I know when you got there, he was a prominent
lit it up.
defender. Did he drop down?
I don't even see Santi in this team anymore, to be honest with you. Because like I said, Gerard Moreno's here.
okay.
Pau Torres, who we linked with obviously for
Yeah.
defense, he plays for
Jared Moreno
Villarreal.
is a brilliant player as well. We've got to remember that.
They got Alberto Moreno, if anyone remembers him, ex-Liverpool player.
Yeah.
I remember.
Who else looks recognizable? Mario Gaspar, Rubo Pina. I don't really recognize anyone else here.
Yeah, there's not all that many players there.
Yeah,
It's
but
fun.
what I would say
And I
is
guess
don't. Well, look at Carlos Becker. I forgot. I didn't see his name. But I would say what I say about United players in general. Don't take this game lightly. Don't be complacent. It is a final. You know, Harry Maguire is very confident about it. He was using the words "when we win the trophy," not "if." He said "when we win the trophy." Maybe the the feeling of being a Manchester United captain would hit home. But the players are confident, evidently. But don't take it complacent. Treat it like a final. Respect the opponents, but know that you have the quality to beat the team, and that's what I get to, because that word I said, the quality. When I think about teams winning trophies, or it's things like the Premier, when City were doing the trophy celebration for the Premier League, and I was looking at that team, and I was like, the amount of quality everywhere is ridiculous. I think about Liverpool when they did all the Champions League, the Premier League. The quality was there. Now I look at this team on my left. This is probably Ollie's team, 100%. It's probably Ollie's team, unless he surprises us in a good way, because this team is probably what we all expect, but we would like to make a change here and there. But
Yeah.
around this team in general, there's quality, except when I look at the spine over here. Because I look at David De Gea, trophy, I can see it. I look at Luke Shaw, trophy, I can see it. Aaron, trophy, yeah, I can see it. Bruno, yes. Pogba, yes. Cavani, yes. Rashford, yes. But then when you look at Scott, Fred, Bailly, and Lindelof, you start to worry. You're like, yeah, would you ever picture them holding up a trophy? Probably not. So my thing is that this will probably be Ollie's team, but I'm gonna ask you guys, in a game like this, in the final, we are the favorites. You cannot hide that we are the favorites. Are you putting Pogba in the pivot with Fred, Rashford on the left, and Mason on the right? Or would you do something else, basically?
this is hard. This is difficult. But look, Ole has played that pivot this whole season. I think as much as we don't like it, it's fitting that he plays it in this final, because it's his pivot, It's what he trusts. It's what in his mind has gotten him to second, So let him do that, and let's just see how good. Okay, I'm lying. We know that crap, but let's just see what happens.
Let's just hope they have one of the good days.
Yeah, true. And the thing is, I don't trust Rashford on the left. I don't, and I'll feel so much more comfortable if I know Pogba's there and he's just barreling down on.
Okay, at least I understand where you're going there. At least Pogba was barreling down their defense and causing them problems.
Exactly.
But yeah.
So defenders are going to look at Pogba when he's running past them.
Some would say, it's probably even better. Some would argue Pogba on the left wing, meaning he doesn't have to be defensive, have defensive responsibilities and cost us something. Because, God help Pogba if he was the reason we conceded and lost the final. God help Pogba, because pundits, commentators, media, everyone will be on Paul Pogba's back. And the other thing I was going to say is, I think he's got no choice to play besides playing Fred and Scott in this game. Well, in terms of Ollie, I wouldn't do it still. But if Harry Maguire is not in the team, which is most likely, I wouldn't be surprised Maguire is somehow fit for this game. Well, I say fit in quotation marks. But without Harry Maguire, Ollie would probably thinking, yep, I definitely have to play with Fred then, because I play them when Maguire is there to protect them. Without Maguire, I'm going to even probably need more protection. So let me do that. So obviously, I would love this team. The argument about Rashford is it's tricky. It's very tricky, because I understand where people come with Rashford. But are you really going to leave a player like Marcus Rashford out in the final? No, you won't. You will never do that. You can have your opinions about Marcus Rashford as a player, but he's going to play this game whether you like it or not. So tough decisions have to be called. And even then, it's not only that. It's the goalkeeping situation. What's going to happen with the goalkeeper? Will you play Dean Henderson or will you play De Gea? Now, I don't think any of us could sit here today saying that Dino deserves to start. We all like Dino. All three of us have admitted to like Dino. All three of us admit that overall he could be better in the future if probably given time in game time. But recently, David De Gea has been in insane form. So he should start this game. But knowing Ollie, I don't know what he'll do. And what I would say is whoever starts this game in goal for us is going to be our keeper most probably, and the other one will get thrown under the bus, and he'll probably be extremely angry. So lots of tough decisions to make. Clay, I give you the mic, I give you the stage. What would you do in this final?
McFred in the bin. And it's as simple as that. Scott, you can go rest for Euros. It's okay. Don't worry. We got you back. I played Donny, Fred, Bruno, Pogba, Cavani, Rashi. 100%. Just go like that. Pogba has proven himself to be our best left winger.
Now, as a fan, like I said, I did say
Yeah.
Rashford, there's no reason Rashford's going to get far. But as a fan,
Yeah.
Rashford on the right versus Mason Greenwood on the right. I don't like it. I would
I like
never play.
Rashford on the right.
I would
so
never
much
play
more.
Rashford on the right compared to Mason Greenwood. So for me, it's hard. It's a tough pill
Nah.
to swallow for some, but I'm not playing Rashford.
The big thing with Greenwood is he has more than enough of an impact if you bring him on 70th minute-ish.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Cavani's legs break. He looks like he's been shit. Bring on Greenwood. He's going to get a goal. Simple as that. I'd much rather have that, and I can see a creative Rashi on the right. Actually trying to supply Cavani versus trying to be selfish.
Fair.
Yeah. Look, I worry about Rashford on the right because sometimes he just becomes non-existent in that position. But I'm confident because it's a final, everybody's just gonna be on the top of their game. So, and Rashford scores goals. You know, he's a goal scorer.
He scores vital
So
goals.
having him
Not
on the
even just
team-
goal, vital goals he scores.
Yeah, doesn't hurt. So there's a big shout, and I wouldn't be angry if Ole played Greenwood, but I think it probably should be Rashford.
Now there's the other
Yeah.
scenario, which I do kind of like. It could backfire, but I do like. I want Marcus Rashford to play this game because I do believe Marcus Rashford's a big game player. But I like Marcus Rashford probably. I like his creativity on the right. It's just I don't know if I can trust him there. And in a game like this, I wouldn't want to experiment. So there is a scenario where all he could do is Marcus Rashford on the left, where clearly Rashford's favorite position is. Mason Greenwood on the right because he's been in good form. You have Cavani. Probably won't get service because of the two wingers. But then you get rid of McFred. And you have Bruno, Fred, and Pogba. That is another scenario.
But
Which
the only way
I
that
don't
happens,
trust,
I think,
but-
is if Scott's not fit. That's the only way that happens, I think, realistically.
I also think so as well. Because I tried looking for Scott's updates, but the only updates I get
Last
is
thing Ali said
Roy
was
Keane
before the
stuff, so-
last game, and he just said he should be fit. And we
Well,
don't
he
know how
also
that
said
is.
Martial was pushing hard, but you know,
Yeah, he said Martial and Scott in the same sentence, saying they could be available.
yeah, they could be available. But
So we'll see.
I think even Scott is half it. Scott would play, but even then, how would you feel about Pogba pivot, Bruno pivot, knowing that those guys, now you have both of them in the midfield, solid, solid. Fred can do his thing there, and then you have your possibly best front three on paper.
Yeah, I don't know. It can work because Pogba's a good player, and as I said, because it's a final, I just think these guys will be up for it really. So I give them the benefit of the doubt. And in the pivot, I just don't like when Pogba is restricted and is told to play very deep and is not given the freedom to push up. If he is next to Bruno, and I guess Fred is more of the holder, then I think
But
works
against
perfectly.
a Spanish team like Unai 4-4-2, a team that'll probably dominate that midfield, would you not be opposed? Well, would you be opposed to playing Pogba and Bruno? Because if you play Pogba and Bruno in the midfield, they'll probably, make the midfield battle even, or probably win it for you. It's a big risk because, like I said, Pogba defensively, you don't want that. But if they do it right, they win us the game easy.
Yeah, and they probably wouldn't then play. Okay, they're playing 4-4-2, so there's a chance to say they might.
Because
play
that
4-4-1.
midfield, I pictured getting dominated already by Villarreal.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And
I don't know.
And there is a simple solution to this all. His name is Donny.
Who,
You put
Donny
Donny in this
Donny?
team,
Donny's not playing.
and the midfield.
The fact that
But this
Donny
is the
plays so
problem.
much
This is
in
the
the
problem,
weekend.
though. Exactly. This is the problem. If you put Donny in this team, he wins us this game. That team there, you just put Donny instead of Scott. We can win this game. Easy. We can win this game easy.
Yeah.
Donny and Bruno have enough quality to deal with the midfield. You have your Pogba on the left. You got Rashford, big game player. You got Cavani. You might not have Mason, but you can bring Mason on. So that's always the easy answer. But Oli has never done it, so there's no chance. It's either Pogba,
Yeah.
pivot, or nothing.
Look, I don't see Ole doing any of the things we want, to be honest. So for me, I just want him to go with what Ole wants to do and what Ole has trusted this season. And should he fail, after this, I just want it to be like that. And that is most probably going to be McFred. And if not McFred, it's going to be Pogba and Fred in the pivot. We're never going to see Donny because we know Donny played on the weekend. And yeah, but personally, if I have to choose between the two that I think Ole will do, I prefer Pogba on the left because I just feel like we are more progressive on the ball and way more creative on the ball when Pogba has the same level of freedom as Bruno has. And that's been the best when I've seen the best football this season from this club. So that's what I want to see in the final. And yeah.
Okay. The other talking point is centre back. If Maguire is not even like he's proper dead. He's proper dead. There's not even 10% where he's like, look, Ollie, I can run, and he's hiding the pain, injections, all that stuff. Let's just say we know Maguire won't play this game. Let's just say hypothetically we know Maguire's not going to play this game, so he will play Victor. Now I think I put Baye there because I think he will pick Baye, but I think there is a big shout, and I'll ask you boys because it's basically Baye versus Axel, and I think there's a big shout of Axel deserving. I'm not saying he's going to, but I think Axel deserves to play next to Victor Lindelof if Maguire is not fit. Do you guys agree?
Yeah. I low-key think he might do it, to be honest.
I think if there's a change to be made, it'll also be that.
I think Axel has played that well in the last few, and he deserves to start. Bailly, he looked better yesterday, but he's just been a little off it since he's been playing again, and I just don't want that risk in the final. So I think we might see Axel.
Yeah.
The big thing to take into consideration is Axel's had a lot more minutes recently than Bailly, so
More
I think
sharp.
that's Adi's way of going. Bailly's playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd
'Cause
be
Axel
like,
played like, what,
Axel's more sharp now. He's match
3 out of
fit.
4 now, I think?
Just play him. He's cooking good. Play him, but no.
I
Okay.
would too, but I think it's an Adi classic. Just be like, yeah, he got his game time for the season. Now it's time
Okay.
for Bailly because we gave Bailly just the last game to warm up.
Maybe. Though, I think Victor played on the left-hand side of the defense once, which was against
No, yeah,
Leicester.
they if Baye and Victor
Victor
play,
took the
they
left,
switched.
yeah.
They switched. I just wrote it down like this because Maguire is usually there.
Yeah.
No, what I'm trying to say
Good
is,
choice.
did Axel not play on the left side for
Axel
both
plays left,
Liverpool?
Yeah,
And-
Axel plays left.
So I feel like what Ole has established, and I'm grasping here, what Ole has established is that Axel is better of a replacement on that side for Harry Maguire. So I think that might be a shout for him playing there than Victor, because I think when Victor played,
yeah.
when Victor played there, what was it against? What was it against? There's a game, the last few games, where Victor played on that side instead of Axel, and yeah,
It was the
he just
Victor
looked a
Bailly
little bit
game.
uncomfortable.
It was a Liverpool game.
Was Liverpool game? Yeah, no, he
Liverpool
looked uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's 4-2.
Yeah, but he looked miles ahead of Bailly at the same time. So
I
don't
think
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing.
I think if you go on for,
And does Bailly ever play on the
Yeah,
left side?
no, I don't think so. I don't. Think
So if the most comfortable on the left is Tanzwebe, then you have to play Tanzwebe, you know?
But like I said, we just don't know. We don't even know if Maguire might just come. We'll be like, guys, I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
Can't sprint. I can't walk. I can't run.
I
I'm
can
back.
sprint.
So I am back. Don't
He
worry.
can't
I've
sprint
got this.
anyway,
Exactly.
not
He can't
yet on
sprint
the
when he's
case,
fit,
but-
anyways. But we're gonna have to see if he's back. But also, the last thing as well. Like I said, I put David De Gea here because I think if you don't pick David De Gea in this game, he's got it wrong. He's
Going to
He's-
pull out
he's-
my
he's
hair.
got it
I'm
wrong.
Insane. That's what
I
two
loved
weeks in a
Dino.
row.
I loved Dino. I'm okay with Dino playing the Premier League games he did play towards the end of the season because I would be like, yeah, give it to him. Everything is done. Why not let him play? Prove him why he should be in the England squad. It's fine. But David doesn't deserve to get dropped. He didn't deserve to get dropped even when Dino came in. You just wanted Dino to get some more game time. But David De Gea not once ever deserved to get dropped. Dino at the moment, I would say, deserves to get dropped. He does deserve to get dropped. The comments he's coming out with, the performances don't back his mouth. David is in insane form. Play David De Gea. Play him. I love Dino, but play David De Gea. And if I see Dean Henderson, I'll be very disappointed.
Yeah, no, for me personally, and maybe this is my perspective, I think everything is pointing to it being David De Gea. I think it will 100% be David De Gea. Because I think he started playing David De Gea in the Europa League in the more crucial parts of the competition, showing the trust he has for David De Gea, and then moved Dean Henderson to the Premier League. And then recently he's brought David De Gea back in the Premier League, and I think it's to give him a couple of games before the final, and then Dean plays the last game just before, as to give a rest to David De Gea. So when I analyze it like that, for me it's pointing to David De Gea playing this final, because he trusts him slightly more than he trusts Dean Henderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the issue is, why would you play Dino then? That makes no sense why you play him in the last game if you're just building up his fitness.
You don't have
and then
to
just
rest the
Dino.
goalkeeper. You don't have to.
Exactly, you don't rest the goalkeeper. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Ollie
I
did
guess
come up
all
with
of it is
comments
different.
about the thing. He says he doesn't want to have the situation, but he's gonna have to make it. He says
Nobody
both
wants the
goalkeepers.
situation.
He said both goalkeepers have equal chance of playing against the final. So I don't know what
Can I
that
ask a
is.
question? Why is this
Can't.
based on this season? Why is the situation so bad?
It,
Like, what has gone so wrong?
You know what happened, though? You know what happened?
Consistent.
at the beginning, David was there. He was number one. He was doing okay. He didn't do anything that deserved to get
And
dropped.
then
Then media pressure came. He started playing Dino. Dino was doing mad well. Dino was doing good. He was doing good.
It
And
wasn't media pressure. David had his child.
Oh, David had his
That's
child.
Dino.
Oh yeah, David had his child. My bad. But
Yes.
so David had his child.
Form before he had his child.
Yeah.
So
Dino
it was like-
came in. Dino did well. David comes back. Don't see David again. But David never deserved to get dropped. Dino starts stinking it up. We see David again. Old David there. Now he's in Dino
It's just
again.
an
Shit, Dino.
inconsistency.
Okay,
And
no,
it's just
I'm
it's a
asking,
mess.
what I'm asking is that, has it been a success or failure in terms of the results and the performance of the keepers, or is it just your guys' opinion of not wanting goalkeepers switching? Because I feel like for most football fans, most United fans, it's the latter. They just don't like goalkeepers switching around. But based on the season, they haven't disappointed, in my opinion.
I think for the
They've been fine in this
majority, yeah, I agree with you though. I think for the majority, they haven't disappointed. But towards the end, I think Dino is dog. He's been dog. So
That's a big issue right now. Dino's put in average performances at best for most of his games. He has not put in world-class performances like we've seen from David recently. We've seen an average goalkeeper from Dino at the moment, which is expected from a kid, basically. It's an average Premier League performance.
I don't know. I'd say
This
it's
man
been
barely has
average.
to save
I
in
know
every
games
test
where
he
we've
shoots.
probably given Dino high ratings, like 8, saying he came out, he did this, he commanded, he came out.
Yeah, but like
so-
once or twice at best, and the rest
don't
it's
know,
always
I
been
disagree.
6s or 5s.
I don't know. I think the last few games, yeah, he's dropped off. But I think in general, what I've always liked about him is he's commanding of his area. And I
There was
think
that
he's
period. I
done
don't know if you
pretty
guys
well.
remember. There was that
that's it.
period where we kept a lot of clean sheets, and everyone thought it was because Dino was in goal.
Yeah, we thought it was because of Dino's presence in goal. It wasn't because of his shot stopping or anything, though.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
thought it was his
difference.
presence. He
his
eases it
shot
up.
stopping
Whenever,
is decent in my opinion.
because we concede a lot from like
He's a
crosses
decent
and
goalkeeper,
corners.
yeah.
And when Dino was playing during that period, the reason we kept lots of clean sheets is because when that ball got in the box, Dino got it out. He got it out. So,
At the same
but I
time,
think
him
Dino
doing that
I
has
think Dino
conceded
has
goals.
fallen off a cliff in performances. I think he's been dog.
I don't know.
basically, So.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
I
it's fallen
think
off
he'd
a
be
cliff.
dog.
I don't think his performance
I'd
up
drop
here.
him. I'd drop. The performance was so bad. I'd sell him. I'd keep David. I'd keep David. So that's not a good situation. And this is the
Honestly,
mess. This is the
It's
mess.
terrible situations, man.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, you can now.
I know the whole United fans will hate me, but I'm okay with the situation, and I'll keep it into next season. I honestly,
It will
I-
happen
I
next
don't
season,
see an issue
but-
with it.
We're grabbing a third goalkeeper in Tom Heaton as well, just to make things worse. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
we're
we'll
gonna
be
have
fine.
to-
The thing is, Heaton's never gonna play though. He's gonna be.
He
He's
does
gonna be
play.
like that.
He's just gonna
I
play.
don't see it. If he does play, he'll play like
for Paris,
one,
you see who's gonna play?
two,
Dino, De Gea,
cup game.
Heaton. Who's gonna?
The thing
It's
is,
this.
there's a strategy to it. I feel like
There was no
he's
strategy
made
to it this
seem
season.
like
That is
he changes
bullshit.
every
That's
game.
complete coincidence.
there
The
is.
strategy.
There is. If Oliver's going,
If David didn't
Palace
have
De
a kick,
Gea,
Dino doesn't
Burnley,
touch it.
Dino,
Dino doesn't
Brighton
touch
De
the
Gea,
Premier League.
I would also lose my shit. I would also lose, but it's not that. He's given a specific period to one of them in the Premier
problem
League.
is,
No,
you know what the
man.
problem
It's
is?
coincidence. It's not tactical genius.
The problem is, for a goalkeeper, neither of them wants to sit on the bench for as much as they're sitting on the bench.
Yes.
One wants to play all the games.
Says who though?
David
Says
and
who?
Dino. Dino wants to play
Okay,
every
yes.
single game.
I haven't heard this.
Dino has
Yeah, but I
said,
feel
if
like-
I don't play, if I'm not number one goalkeeper for Manchester United, I will leave. I will leave this club. David, if he's not number
I
one
don't know.
goalkeeper for this club, he will leave.
Okay, fine then. So if they leave, it will solve our problems anyway. So
No, but they
either
have no
way,
goalkeeper.
either
One
for
of them
me-
needs to go.
My only issue with this statement is you praising Ali for the situation. That's complete coincidence. That's my only
For
issue
me,
with the situation.
I don't praise
in
him.
that sense, for me, no, it's. I don't think it's going.
It'll get
It's
them
a mess.
into.
I didn't mean for the goalkeeper team to just come this, to stretch this long, but it's what Ollie's got to do. And it's a mess for the final, So
Yeah, exactly. Ali's put himself in a corner now, unfortunately.
I
And
think
it's completely back into
basically to summarize,
Where was
stop
for
flagging.
most first half of the season? I think here with
It's just catching up, flagging, catching up. But to summarize, what I was gonna ask is that who do you guys think deserves to play for this game? Nothing else. This game, you have to pick one of them. Who deserves to play this game?
David De Gea because of Ole's structure of how he's
No,
going
who
to play.
deserves to play? Who deserves to play? Answer the question.
In what sense are you asking though?
Form,
Because
Who's
performances.
the best performer that
Best
deserves the
performances.
number one
Okay,
shirt
fine.
this season right now? Who
Who,
deserves to
yeah,
play?
basically, whoever Ollie picks in this final is going to be number one.
Politics out of it. Who deserves to play?
Okay, I disagree with that statement. Whoever Ole picks in this is going to be number one because I can't
No,
agree.
politics out, Walter. We're done. We're done with it. We're done with politics, please. Just who plays?
Like,
It's
that's
only
with Ole
three
saying-
now. Just please, who
Okay,
plays?
fine. I'll put that aside.
Politics out.
For me, I prefer David De Gea because I trust him more. Oh no! That's an incorrect
Oh.
statement. I prefer David De Gea because I feel like David De Gea at his best, Dino can't match.
Okay.
I just think he's not there yet.
Okay.
You're just neglecting current form. Like, that's the easiest answer on earth. And you're just like, nah, it's prefer him, it's fine. David De Gea's been miles ahead of Dino shot
Ole
stopping
has a
wise.
structure. Guys,
No, politics out. Politics out. We are
Alex,
talking
fuck.
individual performances
Yeah, what is-
right now. Okay? We are talking individual performances. I don't give a shit about
I
all
won't
these
believe
structure.
you if you tell me Tino deserves to play this game. He does.
I
He
would
does
never.
deserve to play this
I
game.
don't care if it serves Ali's structure either. Dino does not deserve to play this game. David De Gea has been in immense form recently and has single-handedly won us games and stopped games from being an embarrassment of
Dude,
losses.
if you look at it, not Tino. David is the reason we win the final.
Yes.
He's actually the reason we win the final because we nearly choked it. If we had Tino and goal, we're not in the final.
Dino's a solid keeper, but David's an exceptional keeper at his best, especially. And he's at his best right now. He has to play.
So what
I
you
like
know?
it
You know
also
what?
feel
You
like-
know what could backfire though. This is my last point at the goalkeeper. If Ollie does pick
I was going
David,
to make a point.
okay, yeah, you can make a point after. But
Yeah.
if Ollie does
Yeah,
pick David
yeah.
De Gea, and somehow hypothetically, De Gea cost us the final. Oh God!
I wanted to say
Oh
this
my
as well,
God.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I
gonna
just
be
have a
havoc.
feeling in the gutcha.
But that's how I feel.
Rapture,
But that's the
David
same thing
He's
with
gonna
Pogba. If you put
strike it.
Pogba in the pivot,
Ah,
and Pogba is the reason a slip happens and they score and we lose the
he gives
final
it
because
a
of that.
penalty.
It's late. It's big boy decision time, and it's either gonna pay off or it's gonna slap him in the face.
Yep.
Okay, because of the comment, I have 2 points now. One, I don't feel like you guys give Ole enough credit. I feel like people think the media speaks and Ole just reacts. No, I feel like that is exaggerated. Ole has played football. He understands these type of things. He won't just drop. I don't think he's gonna neglect David De Gea just because there was a bad game in the final. He will know those things happen. It's part of football. So I think it will continue as is with him rotating them. Two, if Pep was doing this, they'd be like, oh my gosh, he's kept both keepers happy because if he's
But they're not happy. That's our point.
Nah.
They're not happy. Dino wants number one.
Do you
De Gea
know
wants number
something?
one.
He did do that. Pep did it correctly, you know? Stefan wins in goal for the FA Cup final. I mean, for the FA Cup semi-final that they lost. He kept his second keeper. He even gave Scott Carson a game in the Premier League. That's how you keep your keepers happy, okay? Not just rotate just whenever the hell you feel like.
I get you. No. I'm not talking about what Pep is currently doing. I'm just saying because it's Pep Guardiola. If he was doing what Ole is doing, it would have been put in a good
He's
light.
not getting criticism. That's
Ole
the
Gunnar
point.
Solskjaer-
Pep is doing it correctly at the moment. That's why he's not getting criticism. If Pep was rotating Stefan and
wouldn't get
Edison
it.
every other game in the
wouldn't
The
get
only
preseason,
problem is with
basically,
this is that you
wouldn't
can't.
get so much
Like
shit.
Moloto said, he's kept
Pep-
Ollie's kept both keepers happy. That's not the case. I can prove it.
I disagree with that as
There's
well, yeah.
comments about Dino saying,
I don't know.
I want to be number one. There's comments saying, if I'm not number one, I will leave this club.
And the
David
same
De
with
Gea
David.
has said as well, if I'm not number one, I've given my whole life to this club. I don't deserve the disrespect that I'm getting. So it's a mess. It's two keepers want to be number
He
one.
said he doesn't. He talked about getting disrespected.
Yeah.
When was this?
When he got dropped, when he didn't get dropped, when he went to get the birth of his child, and he just
Yeah.
didn't play after that.
Because the whole
And he didn't
question
play
from the
after
media
that.
for everyone was going, they were both fighting for number one at the time and both saying they're unhappy if they're not number one. That's the gist of it.
Okay, I don't remember these comments, but I'll take you guys' word for it. But the point I was making with Pep is that if Pep played Route 1 in the Champions League final, they would praise him for it. They would praise him for it. So, you know, they'd be like,
If
oh
you
my
won
god,
5-0, yeah, sure, do it.
he's not
But if Ollie's
one-dimensional.
shaping a 1-0 loss playing Route 1 football, rotating his keepers at half time, I am going to question the living shit out of it.
Nah, mate.
That's the
It's
difference here.
exaggerated. Blown out of
Pep-
proportion. Honestly.
So are you though. If Pep plays Route 1 football, he's gonna knock a team 5-0. We play Route 1 football, we're gonna scrape a win. That's the difference here.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Even
we
if
try to
Ole
play Pep football,
even
we
if
fall
Ole did it
apart.
pretty, even if Ole did it pretty, they'll be like, yeah, but it's not the United way. That's gonna happen because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Something will always come up. Bloody hell.
There's something will always come up, but like I said, Ollie, there's nowhere to hide. From this game and next season, there is nowhere to hide. There is nowhere to hide. Better football, better players, no Mick. This is the last time I want to see McFred. This is the last time I will accept, even lightly, that we will see McFred. Unless there's a massive injury crisis next season. Last time.
Exactly.
This is the last time I want to be talking about this goalkeeper
You
stuff.
get him one McFred pass, Ollie.
Yeah, one McFred.
What I want to say
pass.
with McFred, I just don't want them to be number one next season. And why I say that is because I want Ole to start using his squad more, the whole squad. So if next season there's a pairing that's playing more than them, perfect. But if I see them playing a couple of games, I won't slant him because, as I say, I want him to use his squad more.
Yeah, he must use his squad more. Like if McFred plays like 30% of the games, you're using them still, it's fine. They might still be shit, but at least, you use them. And if they are shit, you just don't use them, But like, you can't do what you did to Donny. You can't play McFred every single game, and they still shit, So, last time, last chance at the goalkeeper, last chance. I don't want to be having it again. But yeah, so we're gonna have to see what happens. But yeah, so three massive talking points is that where does Pogba play? Does he play on the wing? Does he play on the permanent? Number 2, who's going to be Victor Lindelof's partner? Is he going to rush Harry Maguire? Is he going to play Bailly just because I don't know why, because it's Bailly? Or is he actually going to give Axel, who deserves it, the spot? And number 3, who will Ollie choose as his goalkeeper in the final? Because, hey, like I said, big
Who?
decisions.
Who got subbed off against Wolves? But I feel like it was late, so is it really relevant?
What, at the end of the game? It was Ahmad.
Yeah.
Ahmad
No, I
got
mean, sorry.
subbed off,
For this one, neither of the centre backs went off.
No, no, the
Mm-mm.
centre backs went
No.
off. We played 5 at the back last. We took off. I can't remember who we took off for Wolfish now. It was a forward player. I think it was Ahmad.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it
makes
was Ahmad.
There's Ahmad and
Makes
Marta,
no
I think, came
sense.
off. So, yeah, we're going to have to see.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to see what happens. But yeah, actually, before thing, I haven't done this for a while on the preview because I haven't really had a chance. But I'm gonna put stars next to the players we need to turn up this game if we were to win this game. The big players need to show up in the big games. Starting with this man in goal. He needs to have a good game. Or you can have a quiet game and we just win it because it was that good. We played that well. That's fine. I accept that.
Yeah.
But we need De Gea to have a good game if he has to have one. We need our player of the season also to have a good game. We need a solid Luke Shaw performance. I want to be giving Luke Shaw at least a 7 after that match. Right? At least a 7.
Yeah.
These two, I don't trust. You can put Maguire there. I still couldn't give a fuck. I don't trust neither of the centre backs. So they're dead.
Yeah.
They might cost us. They might cost us. That's why we need this guy to have a good game in case. You need to have a good game because I trust him. I trust Aaron. He needs to lock down the right hand side completely. I don't care about going forward. Lock it. I don't want to see nothing happening down that right hand side. So we need a classic Aaron performance as well. These two dead, right? They're dead. We accept it, dead. We need our captain to have a good game, guys. We need Bruno to lift us that damn trophy. We need someone like Paul Pogba, whether it be on this left wing or in the pivot, to win us the game. Because as much as I'm putting these stars down, I think if I could name one player who can win or lose this game for us, it's Paul Pogba. It is Paul Pogba. So
Wow.
I think Paul Pogba wins or loses this game. Then we move on to Moloto's favourite player in United, and it's Cavani. He needs to have a good game as well. He needs to score goals. He can have the shit performance all around, but he needs to bag in the goals, you know. If he has a shit game all around, if he misses 10 clear-cut chances, but he scores 2 goals and we win the game because of those 2 goals, I will not slate him. So, Cavani needs to have a good game. Then, we look at Marcus Rashford. Rashford is a big game player. He scores important goals. We need another important goal. So, I have marked all the players around our spine. But the problem is that spine. So, sus. Very sus. But those players need to carry us for one last time. Because I don't trust Victor. I don't trust Maguire. I don't trust Baye. I don't trust Axel. I don't trust Fred. I don't trust Scott. I need these players to carry us one last time. Just one last time. And never again. Never again. That's all I ask. Do you guys agree?
And 100%. Like you can't put your faith in Baye and Victor or any of our centre backs really. So we kind of need to outscore them, if you like, or just finish them on the other side, so it's not as much of a liability. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they measure it. There's going to be some more of it. It's as simple as that. Our big game players need to turn up, and we need to bring the game to them a little bit and actually do our Ollie magic and just score 5 goals and somehow shithouse a game out of it, you know?
I'll take a shithouse. If we win the
Lift
trophy,
the trophy, Bruno.
yeah.
Just lift it, Bruno.
If we shithouse this win, I'm taking it.
And until the Bruno lifting the trophy, you guys sure about that?
Now Maguire will be there. Maguire will come, but
He's gonna wear a kit underneath and take off his.
No. Bruno is lifting that damn trophy.
He'll come in crutches.
He's gonna lift it with the crutch.
Yeah, I picture it as well.
No.
He might even be on the pitch. Maguire might just be in the pitch
They'll
playing.
lift it together.
Yeah, they might.
He might.
Yeah, but yeah, clear.
Just lift this damn trophy, please. That's what I'm asking for.
That's honestly, Bruno, do what you do, please, please be the reason we win this game. Please, anyone. It could be Scott. Scott could have a hat trick. I'll take it. I'll never slate you again, my boy. You just go hat trick. You get a 10 out of 10. You can play next season, okay? You can play next season, but I'm not.
I'm warning you right now. If Scott plays well at centre back for Scotland again, I am going to just pull this card. You know, I'm going to pull the Scott card again. Just play him centre back.
Also, what I would love in a fairy tale world, I would love. I think it'll be a tight game. We'll get our score predictions now, but I think it will be a tight game. But what I would love is it to be such a good performance from United. The boys are doing so well. Everyone's actually playing well. You know, the annual good game they're having is in the final. Bruno's having a good performance. Pogba's good performance. Rashford, and then you bring on players like an Ahmad or an Elanga, and even maybe Tony if he's fit, and they come on and they do something as well. And then all of a sudden, even Mason if he doesn't play, yeah. But basically, what I'm saying is, if Tony is fit enough on the bench, I would love a Tony goal off the bench. I can't lie. I think that'd be the icing on top. But you know, we'll have to see what happens. And for the last time this season, boys, the most important. The most important player ratings? The most important score predictions. Who would like to go first?
And I'll go first. I'm gonna give the lads a benefit of the doubt. I think
you're wrong.
Oh wow.
The internet does. So to say.
The internet died as we were getting through the score.
Mourinho. We didn't really have that. Oh my gosh.
You're back now. You're back now.
I'm back. Okay. As much as we did finish sixth. Yes, I know Mourinho took the piss back then, but we weren't perfect that season. But I remember that one game, everybody just turned up. Ibra, Ibra didn't play it because he was injured. But I remember Mkhitaryan was on it, Pogba was on it, and I just feel like you don't really need to motivate players for a game like a final, especially playing Villarreal, you know. So with our quality, I just think we, no matter how it is, might be scruffy, might not look pretty, but I think we'll get it done. And I'm gonna go for our favorite scoreline this season, which is 3 United.
We're gonna come
For the
back.
second pick.
I'm just interested to know. We're gonna come back. Are we gonna go with goal down and then come back?
I'm saying we're gonna score first. Villarreal's gonna equalize. Go 2.
Okay. My heart still won't be addressed at that.
I know exactly how this game's gonna go.
Oh,
I'm just gonna have full confidence of the boys, and it's gonna be the scrappiest 3-0 you've ever seen.
the scrappiest 3-0. 3-0 in my head is the perfect scoreline. Like if you get 3-0, all of you should be getting 10s realistically. But yeah.
Bring the confidence. Let's just do this. Let's win this. Put everything behind us.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Nobody likes
don't
this.
predict
Let's
it. Don't predict it now.
No, you can't pick it out. It's not allowed. It's actually
Nah, I won't pick it up. However, my heart is saying we win this game, and the boys, they don't let me down. For one game in my life where I don't want to stress, they don't let me down. You know, if everything goes on paper, Pogba bangs, Cavani bangs, Mason, Rashford, we could smack these guys a lot. We could. So I think if we win, ideally I would like a good win, but I think it'll be tight. So I think we could win 2-1. That's what my heart says. My brain says, however, another thing. It says Scott and McFred, our centre backs, the goalkeeping situation, irrespective of who's in there, don't go well. And right now we've got Ollie breaks the cycle. That's basically what we basically put it on paper. Ollie breaks the cycle.
yes.
But my brain, we put brain there. This is not my rate. This is not mine. You know, this is something else. We put the brain rate in there. My brain says we don't clutch it, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think we might clutch it. So I think it could be 2-1 to Villarreal. I think the scoreline will be 2-1. I just don't know who to. So.
Ole must not even show up the next day if that happens. He must go back to Molde, you know, his coach.
And I only do this because based on the evidence, I can't trust. I'd rather do this and jinx it. I'll be honest. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to jinx it.
That man right there.
I don't know.
Bring back the memories. Man.
If that happens, I want to see Bielsa being unveiled the next day.
Oh,
No, that
now
won't.
it
Yeah.
took. Now it took. If someone told me that we could cast the trophy, I can never say it. I'm gonna get cancelled. Yeah. I think to play devil's advocate, that could happen because there's no evidence. You know, it could be typical United. All our luck runs out. McFred lets us down. Centre backs let us down. But for once in my life, guys, please don't let this happen. Please just go win the game.
I want a penalty shootout, boys.
I've been wanting a penalty shootout for long, but my heart won't be able to take it. I'll die. I think I'll die. I think I'll just die on the spot. If I see Bruno there and then Bruno skies it, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry forever. I'm actually just gonna cry.
Penalty shootouts can be fun, but not with
Not
I wouldn't.
penalty
be able
shootouts
to
are
watch.
great until it's your team in the shootout. Then it's not great.
It's true.
It's not great, you know. So
Look at Pogba there taking a million steps before he kicks the ball.
goes, yeah, I can see it. I can
dying.
see Pogba or Bruno will miss it. Pogba or Bruno will miss it, and then oh god.
And Rashford's gonna save the day.
Rashford will score. I don't know. I
make
back
a hero.
Rashford to score the penalty. So yeah.
I'm still.
But boys, let's hope we win. Hopefully, we're popping champagne. When is it? Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay, so the last preview of the season. Ollie, the boys, do us proud. Don't let us down. Please don't let us down. I don't know what I'd do. I'd be so sad. I'd be so disappointed. I wouldn't be shocked, but I'd be so disappointed. So prove us right. Prove us right. And we will check you for the last match reaction of the season, which is hopefully a trophy victorious one. We might be a little bit more delayed than normal. We probably will go live if we win it. If we don't win it, I don't know what we're gonna do. But yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you.
Beautiful night.
Yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday. Do subscribe if you're new. Smash the like. We will check you all very soon.